All right. What's going on, everyone? How is it going? I think I'm good to go anywhere, everywhere, all the time. I'm trying multi-stream for the first time, YouTube and Twitch, so I have no idea if everything is working according to plan. Yeah, this will be a little bit of a like work in progress kind of thing, maybe. I can't tell what's going on Twitch, if it's working or not, because like it says live and it's acting like there's a session going. I haven't streamed on Twitch in 7 years. I have no clue what's going on. I have no clue if the stream is actually going. Like, I'm not seeing any playback is the thing. Like, I'm seeing no playback of the stream I saw. I have no clue if it's working or not. I have no idea what's going on. But what's going on? Okay, it might take me a second to get going here. Am I going? Like, I cannot tell. Stream preview says offline, but then it says I'm live. It acts like there's a session going on. I have no idea if it's working or not. Check my phone, maybe. I have no idea what's going on with Twitch. If it's actually working or not. It's acting like it says I'm live. I'm just not seeing a playback of myself. That's the weird thing. I have no clue if it's actually okay. Now it's like I can see a playback on my phone. It's just not playing back on the computer, but it seems to be working, at least on my phone. So I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. I'm not sure if I have the chat set up properly. Yeah, this will be interesting for sure. And what was that notification? What was this right here? Weather. Okay. Let's get back to it. Let's get going. Yeah. Do I need to refresh this page? Like, what is going on here? It says live but unstable on Twitch. Am I okay? Am I good on? How's the stream health on YouTube? It says stream is excellent on YouTube, so what's going on? I have no idea. Oh, average stream bitrate too high. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. Can I lower the bitrate while I'm streaming? Is that a pot? Can you do that? I've never tried that before. Settings, stream, output. Nope, that's too high. Does that actually change anything? Is that better now? I just changed it. I dropped it down from 7,000 to 6,000 bits. I have no idea. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it, I guess. Okay. I don't know what's going on. It's been enough time. Let's try and throw out some encounters. We're trying to get a shiny god again. You know, we're going for Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. Any one of these four would be fantastic. Absolutely, positively, 100% great. I'm kind of frazzled right now trying to make sure I have everything squared away on our stream. But that is the first encounter. No shiny. First reset, I should say. It's technically 4 encounters. But it is good to be back. It has been way too long. The last like 3 weeks, I've barely streamed between just being busy over the holidays and then, of course, immediately getting sick right after the holidays. And then the sickness like lingering for just way too long. Is specifically my voice. My like vocal cords. Like I couldn't talk. Like for 2 weeks, I was struggling to speak. It was strange. But I'm feeling a lot better. I'm back here. I'm good to go. I don't know why. I feel like we have yet to see the nighttime background when streaming. It's a weird thing to point out, but it just like looks different on the screen because I'm used to seeing at least Dialga and Palkia are always like, it seems like it's during the daytime, but like, I guess, okay, last time I streamed this, it would have been kind of like daytime, and then I don't know where I'm going with that. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm saying. I believe, did we just get a raid over on Twitch? Nikki Curry, what up, what up? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. That's so kind of you. Literally the first interactions I've had with anyone on Twitch. Thank you so much. Oh, and of course I do have the chat thing on screen set up wrong. Let me try and figure this out. Of course I would have this wrong. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I'm just trying to get everything situated. I'm dual streaming for the first time, YouTube and Twitch, so I'm trying to get everything situated. I need to redo the chat box on screen real fast. Like, now, how do I want to do this? I think I need to stretch out the top. Appreciate the follow there, Nick. Appreciate it. Also, I don't know if I was accidentally calling you Nikki. I don't know if I was saying Nikki Curry. If I was, my bad. I think the Y in Curry had me thrown off for a second. Let me get this situated just real quick. Duke Wellington, what up, what up? How's it going? Okay, so just need to get this situated. I am by no means professional with this stuff. I am very much fresh and trying to figure this all out, get this all situated. Okay, where is the top that I want to stop this at? I think it's like right here somewhere. No shinies today. I haven't actually been streaming too much recently, so it's been about a month since the last time I got a shiny. So let's see, that should be good. Shiny Celebi, what up, what up? Welcome back. How's it going? Okay, I think that should be good for the top cropping. Now we got to crop out the bottom bit. Okay, that's taking way too long. I do like that. Okay, that almost perfectly worked on the dot. Okay, that was a rather perfect. Okay, so I think we should be good. Just knocked over Dragonite. All right, we should be good to go now. Good to go. Nick, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me get back to it. Were you shiny hunting before this, Nick? That way you came on over. I would definitely enjoy some shiny luck. It hasn't been like the longest time since we got a shiny, and you know, the last few shinies we did get were incredibly low odds. So I can't complain too much about no shinies at the moment, but I would really like to get one, especially kind of on my like return stream, since I have been under the weather and unable to stream the last few days. A little Minecraft, shiny on PL. Very nice, very nice. I haven't played Minecraft in a minute. It has been a long time since I've done the craft. Really, because like none of my friends really play Minecraft anymore. Anytime I would play was like when we'd put together a group server, you know, do PvP and all that. We don't really do that anymore, so I haven't done any crafting in a minute. Make sure we're all set up and good to go there. But how's everyone doing today? How's everyone's night going? Okay, come on, Platinum, let's respond up there. I've had a pretty chill day, not too much going on. Had a little doctor's appointment earlier today. Other than that, just been kind of hanging around. Not a whole lot to report on for the day. And kind of same for the week. And this past like week has been pretty uneventful for me. I guess last Sunday, you know, my mother-in-law to be and my brother-in-law to be, my fiance's mom and little brother came by and we watched football games together on Sunday. Well, other than that, I've been doing a whole lot of nothing, just trying to recover, get better, grab a bite to eat and chill for the night. Very nice, very nice. What you thinking about eating? I'm gonna grab. I had Subway for dinner. It kind of didn't sit too great with me. Not really sure if it was the Subway itself or the drink. I got like cream soda Coke. I don't know. My stomach still feels a little off. I'm also on an antibiotic, so like I think that's also contributing to my stomach being a little weird at the moment. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, why did we not read? What is going on? Okay, that was. I hate when that happens, when the wireless controller doesn't get all the DS is in the same swoop right there. Same little batch. I don't know why. I think it's just because the one in the top left is like farthest away, so it doesn't respond as immediately every single time. But yeah, this whole setup has been very much a work in progress the last 7 months. I guess it has been 7 months now. I kind of was inactive through the 7-month anniversary, but I started streaming and doing this whole Shiny Living Dex and shiny hunting stuff last July. So yeah, it has evolved a lot over the last 7 months. I'm pretty satisfied with what we got going on right now. I kind of like the state of things. It's kind of taken a second to get everything, you know, rolling, get things as smooth as I can with what I know about streaming, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I need to get to the resets a little more quickly. But also, Nick, could you let me know how the stream is going on Twitch? If everything seems good, like any lag or anything like that, everything sounds good. This is the first time I've streamed to Twitch in 7 years, so I am not positive I got everything completely correct. It's a lot different than the last time I streamed here, so I don't remember. This whole layout is like all new to me, so I think I got everything going pretty good. Always waiting for Arceus. Always waiting for Arceus. Just holding up the reset ever so slightly every single time. I guess so. Well, I was just thinking about something. Bringing up. It's tough. It's like I'm kind of working on something off stream for myself, kind of in private, for eventually to make a video out of. Well, the thing is, like, I want to talk about it. It's really tough because it's like I kind of have this video idea in mind, but it kind of needs me to not speak about it on stream for it to go how I want. Specifically, it's mainly specifically for the title of the video that I want to post. I got to keep it a secret for the title, essentially. But it's like I want to talk about it because I think it's pretty cool and it's pretty fun. Something I've been working on. It has to do with shiny Pokemon. It has to do with shiny hunting. So one day, eventually, I'll have a video to post about that. But for now, yeah, I guess I'll keep it on the DL, on the down low. Ryan, what up, what up? Thank you, thank you. Oh, actually, I didn't think that, is everything working how I want it to? Maybe not. I might need to, readjust some things. I'm not like a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of what I got going on for the chat feature right now. I'm gonna have to do some finagling with this to get it working exactly how I want it to. But you got a shiny hidden ability Oddish. Very nice, very nice. I don't. What is Oddish's hidden ability? I do not remember. I have no idea. Let me see if I can get this situated a little bit better. How am I going to do this? I'm trying to think, because basically I need this to be like a little bit. What in the world? I don't like how this is set up. This is weird. Is this better? I think this will work. I think, because like this was the top of it, and then it should start scrolling down. Okay, I think that's good. I think I figured it out. It was not as complicated as I was thinking it would be. Okay, we got chat squared away. But you want to burn it? Why? Why do you want to burn it? You're not a fan of Oddish? I actually really like Vileplume. It's kind of an interesting. I wouldn't say it's one of my top favorite Pokemon, but I think Vileplume's actually kind of underrated and cool. Specifically because of the Generation 2 sprite for Vileplume. I think also, like, Karen of the Elite Four in Generation 2 uses a Vileplume. Kind of random and off the wall for a Dark-type trainer, but it like fits. Like, the sprite for Vileplume, and if you don't know any better, like, if those are your first Pokemon games, that's probably the first interaction you have with a Vileplume in the games, like those games, Gold, Silver, Crystal. It looks like it would be a dark type. Like, honestly, if you were playing the game for the first time, you saw Karen, the dark type trainer, having a Vileplume, you would think it was a dark type. Like, it works, it fits, it looks like it. And because of that, I really like its sprite. Specifically, like, it's black and red. That's kind of my thing. Black and red color scheme, so that specifically has me more on the Vileplume bandwagon than probably a lot of people are. I always found it interesting that they gave that line a split evolution there at the end. Just kind of random, like going in Generation 2, like, I guess they just didn't know what else to come up with it, so maybe they had the idea for Blossom. They're like, how do we implement this as a Pokemon? It doesn't really make sense as a single stage. So like, what do we do with this? And they're like, oh, what if we just throw it into the Oddish line or something? Gotcha. Going for, oh yeah, that's right. You did say you were going for a shiny Heracross. I'm the ever slightest bit congested still, so I might struggle with a little bit of that still today, but I've pretty well gotten back to form from how I was feeling last Friday. I tried to push it. I tried to persevere and stick with it and be like, okay, I'm gonna stream for an hour. It'll be all good. Oh man, I felt so bad after that stream. Like, I was still recovering, and just, yeah, it was a little bit not the best idea to stream last Friday. I think it did a number on my voice. Like, I thought my vocal cord, I thought I was like doing better. I could talk better going into that Friday. I was like, oh, I can stream. I'm all good. And then Saturday and Sunday could barely get a word out. But all good now. All good now. We are set and ready to return back to the normal schedule. We are all good. What is going on? Come on. Shine the hidden ability Heracross. Yep. I'm trying to think of all of is Moxie its hidden ability? It's like, I feel like I know all of Heracross's abilities, but which one's the hidden one? Is it Moxie? What other abilities does it has? Moxie, and what else? What else does Heracross have? Does it have Swarm? Is Swarm a thing? Now that I think about it, maybe Moxie is the only ability I can think of Heracross having. Okay, so it does have Swarm. Does it have anything else? Is it just Swarm? Is it normal? Is normal ability, and then you can get hidden ability Moxie? Does it have anything else? I feel like it should. I feel like it has a second ability, but I'm totally blanking on it. I hate when I forget stuff like that, because it's like the kind of stuff Oh, guts. How did I forget that Heracross can have guts? How did I forget that? That's one of those things that, like, I normally pride myself on knowing that kind of stuff. How did I forget that? Moxie, why is it broken? Do the attack buffs like stack throughout all the battles? Like you keep the Moxie boost as you go on, kind of like a roguelike. I played Pokerogue for, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, and it was kind of like that. You know, you stacked increases, stat buffs like that. Early, what up, what up? How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. We back here again. Finally feeling up to it. Finally feeling better. We'll be fully back to our regular streaming schedule next week. Took long enough, but I am finally back. But I don't got much to report on today. It's been a pretty chill day. Yeah, it's Friday. Friday is God Day. Friday is the day we go God hunting. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Moxie is a rather fun ability. I remember having fun with Moxie Scrafty way back in the day. In Black 2, White 2 UU on Pokemon Showdown. I remember using Moxie Scrafty a lot. You have a very unique Crocodile set with Moxie. What's unique about it? Crocodile's a cool Pokemon. That is a Pokemon that has Moxie with Mirror Herb and Swagger. Oh, that actually is really cool. That's a really cool tech. I would have never even thought about running Swagger to take advantage of Mirror Herb. That's a really cool tech. Early last year, I was in a draft league, and I forget what it was, like one of my middle of the season opponents. They had Shell Smash Torterra. They kind of drafted their whole team around setting up Shell Smash with Torterra. That was their whole thing. And so I ran 2 Mirror Herb Pokemon that week. I ran Mirror Herb Kilowattrel and Mirror Herb Rabombi. And it luckily worked because, again, they really teched out their team to be built around Shell Smash Torterra. And it's like, when it works, it's really good, but it was a little more simplistic to plan for. And yeah, they tried to play around it, tried to subvert my expectations and not Shell Smash immediately. But I was still, luckily able to play around with it. And I copied the boost with my Kilowattrel first, and they had to switch out. And I took out their Iron Hands because of the Mirror Herb boost I got off their Shell Smash. And then they brought in the Torterra later in the battle, and then I brought back in Rabombi to get the Mirror Herb once more. I think that I ended up either with like a 5-0 or a 6-0. I don't remember. That was definitely the highlight of the draft league for me though. I did decently well in the league, but like I'm just not a great competitive battler. Like some weeks I can do it. I can figure it out and really stack up a good game plan and put on a good battle. Other weeks, God, I just suck. I get destroyed. My team building is not adequate enough sometimes. Mirror Herb Oricorio, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, you run like Mirror Herb Oricorio, you know they have like a Quiver Dancer or something. Go on in, you get the Dancer ability to mirror the Quiver Dance, and then you get the Mirror Herb as well. Actually, yeah, another cool tech I did not think of. Like I said, it also kind of works the same way with what Espathra has. Opportunist, doesn't it? Copy stat buffs and all that. You could also run Mirror Herb Espathra, which is less niche, because like Oricorio can only match the boosts of dancing moves, Swords Dance, which Swords Dance Oricorio, who's really trying to do that. Really, you're just trying to rely on Quiver Dance to match. Yeah, that feels like a tech that would really only work in like a draft league kind of battle where you really know what your opponent's bringing. I feel like bringing a Mirror Herb Oricorio would be a little difficult in like just a standard competitive scene. Because if you don't run into something that has Quiver Dance, then you're just kind of screwed and you're like have a useless Pokemon almost on your team. Man, my back has just been... I went to the doctor earlier today, like I said, and it's because of my back. I ended up doing some x-rays to get a look in there, and they didn't see anything that needed like surgery. They just recommended I go to a physical therapist because, I don't know, I've either got like a pinched sciatic nerve running down the right side of my back, or just constantly kind of tense. It's just a really weird, uncomfortable feeling all the time. I've been complaining about that. Ever since I started streaming, though, has been a constant little situation I'm dealing with. Not really sure how I feel about it, though, going to a physical therapist. Hopefully, like, insurance can cover enough on it, because I've already been spending so much on all this, these doctor visits and everything. Even with insurance, it's been a bit of a not fun situation, is the best way to put it. And then you add on the money I had to spend on my freaking truck recently. Life can come at you real quickly with a bunch of BS. I try my best to sit with a conscious... I try very consciously to sit with good posture and Now, you know, I got a brand new chair. I'm supposed to have good lumbar support, like all this, that, and the other, and it kind of helps. Like, this chair I have is definitely better than the last chair for sure. This one doesn't hurt my back nearly as much as the other one, but still a little bit. Even music or something. Sure. What do you got? It depends on like who it's from is the thing. If it's from Zame, sure, I can play it. Because you never know how some people are about the music you choose to play. It's like a Pokemon remix that Zame has. Sure, I can throw it on, but otherwise, it gets a little testy when it comes to playing music for streaming and the VOD and everything. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, music's weird. Music's like the most dodgy like thing to work around when it comes to streaming and posting videos and the like. You got to be really careful with what music you play. I'm honestly still a little bit caught like nervous about the music I do play in the background. I haven't had really any issues in a minute, but it is based on Pokemon, you know, OSTs, Pokemon themes, so technically all of it is copyrightable. But I mean, the channel's aim that I get the music I play from is like they still have their channel up. I feel like if it was, you know, a big no-no to be have this music in your content, their channel would have been taken down by now. But what I don't know anything about copyright law. I don't know how they get away with it. Maybe they don't make any money on the stuff they post on YouTube. Maybe that's the risk I'm running if I ever get to the monetization point. Maybe I'll need to start playing copyright-free music. But then again, I watch like other big YouTubers, and they have like Pokemon OSTs in the background of their videos and stuff. So, I mean, if they're getting away with it and it's all good, I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, we're getting close to 50 resets on the day. Yeah, I'm about on track. I might be a little bit behind from having to tweak the stream and everything, get everything running good and dandy. I'm about on average for our pace. I could pick up the pace a little bit. I like to let things settle on the screen. I know a lot of people are very quick to be like, no shiny, immediately reset. We got to go pump it out as quick as possible, but I'm too nervous to do that. I don't want to reset over a shiny. I want to take my time and look at each one individually, be like, no shiny, no shiny, no shiny. Okay, we're all good. User request. Okay, what you got? Wonder if I already have it in the playlist. Eterna City Day theme. Let's see. The same Eterna City Day theme. This is what? The one from 2 years ago, Eterna City Day remaster. Pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Oh, I forgot I gotta. Doesn't work that way. I gotta pause the other one and then we'll hop over this one. So I'm gonna throw that little tune up for you. Actually, do I have this one in the stream playlist? I do not. I'll go ahead and add it. Why not? Now it is a part of our stream playlist. There we go. Very whimsical. I do like it when they have a touch of like different theming for the music, whether it's day or night. I like that. I like those kind of attentions to detail. Pokemon can be hit or miss, you know, with the quality sometimes, but when it comes to music specifically, they're always on their A game. They know how to freaking score a game. They really do. Like, they really know how to... Which, I think Nintendo in general is really good at music. Like, all the Mario games, all Zelda games, Pokemon, like, I feel like all those franchises have really good music in their games. Never played Splatoon before, so I don't know anything about their music, but it is Nintendo, so I would not be surprised. Splatoon reminds me, Smash Bros. Smash Bros has great music, which a lot of their music is from, you know, based off of other, you know, the IPs that are a part of the game, characters. I think I try and... Actually, I probably actually have played Splatoon once. Can you shiny hunt Gen 4 Munchlax? I can. I certainly could. Will I want to? That is yet to be seen. That is definitely one of the more difficult Gen 4, probably the most difficult Gen 4 Pokemon to shiny hunt. I haven't made up my mind on that. But now that I think about it, actually, I have played Splatoon before once for about 5 minutes. When I first got a Nintendo Switch back in college, me and my roommate were out looking for a table. We're having a get-together at our place for his 21st birthday. And so we were out looking for a table. We just happened to go to Walmart, and we saw that they had a Splatoon version Nintendo Switch. This was back when it was like really hard to get a Switch in stores. So we were like, shoot, we're gonna snag that real quick. Did that reset not go through? Am I good? I don't know. Whatever. I think we're good. So, and then obviously it came with the game Splatoon. So I think I played it again for all of 5 minutes. I think I went through the tutorial and was like, yeah, this game's not for me. And just went and played Breath of the Wild instead. Or maybe it was Smash Bros. Which game did I play first? Maybe Smash Bros. Ultimate had just come out when we got that, on the their music again. I think Ultimate might have just come out when we got our Switch. I don't remember. What is SSBM? Oh, the Super Smash Bros. Melee. It took me a second to register that. Now that is a game I played a lot growing up. I played that on the GameCube all the time. And I remember specifically, I would play with my dad and he showed no mercy. He would kick my ass every single time. And he, in the worst way too, he played Mario every time. He did not deviate. He never tried anything different. Mario every time, wiped the floor with me. I'll never forget the first time I truly beat him it wasn't in Melee, it was in the Smash Bros. It was in Brawl for the Wii. And I had started playing Lucario a lot just in my free time, you know, playing through the game, playing through Subspace Emissary. And I got pretty good at playing Lucario. And I remember the first time I beat him, like genuinely beat him, and he was trying. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, that felt so good. Play Skylanders. I never played Skylanders. Definitely heard about it. I always saw the little figurines in the stores and stuff, but never played it. Never got into it. Let's see, we're doing good over here. I think everything's good. And Twitch still says the stream is unstable, that my bitrate's too high, but like, I don't think I should really go any lower than the bitrate I have. Like, I don't know what bitrate you're normally supposed to stream to on Twitch, but like, YouTube's fine, so I don't know why. I don't know why Twitch doesn't like it. Oh well. And like, I dropped it down a pretty good bit. I was streaming when I was just doing YouTube. I was doing 10k bits, 10,000 kilobits per second. I dropped it down to 6,000 to do the multi-stream, but I don't know why Twitch doesn't like it. But Bruce, what up, what up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. We are just here chilling, looking for some shiny legends. Shiny Pokemon of myth. I did. It was so out of left field. I got on Blue Sky. It was like later in the day too. Just didn't see a thing about it. Got on Blue Sky. Someone said something about Switch 2 reveal trailer, and I was like, what? Are they joking? Like, there's no way they just dropped a Switch 2 trailer like that. No, went on YouTube, typed it up. Nintendo of America, first channel to pop up, video, Switch 2. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like you would think a Switch 2 would look like a Switch, but a little bit more sleek, more updated, bigger. Yet to be seen what the specs are like, any other major differences, but looks cool. But you're hunting a Shroomish and Emerald. Okay, very nice. You hunting in the forest? Was it Petalburg Woods? Petalburg Forest? Is it woods or forest? How do they call it? That's a pretty tedious hunt. Isn't the Shroomish is kind of a rarer encounter in the woods? Have you phased with any other Pokemon yet? 2 phases? Okay. Read my mind, right? I was about to ask. Yeah, I didn't realize when I was watching the trailer that it was a new Mario Kart. I thought it was just Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, oh, and Pearl did not react like everyone else. I was just watching it like, oh hey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What a shocker. It's on the new Switch. But no, I guess it is just a straight up new Mario Kart, so that's pretty cool. Ah, I gotcha. Failed shiny. That doesn't feel good, but I guess you already had one, so could be worse, could be worse. Yeah, the orange Breloom, very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying that much attention to what they were showing on the screen itself. I was just kind of looking at the Switch. I was looking at the controllers like, ooh, what did the controllers like? Oh, the screen's bigger. I don't think I was really paying attention to what was actually happening on the screen of the Switch. One thing I'll say about the design that they showed off in the trailer that I'm a little wary of is, you know, when attaching the Joy-Cons to the Switch, there was like a little almost like a USB port kind of thing, a means of connecting, like plugging in the Switch to the controllers. And just, I don't know, something about it, it looks like fragile. It looks like something I'd be scared to like accidentally snap somehow. Because I'm pretty sure they magnetize into the side of the Switch. Unlike the current one, it clicks in, slide in from the top. It looks like the new controllers just magnetically like go into the body of the Switch. But there's that little thing in the middle, and the little plug-in, the little notch. And it looks a little scary, like I would accidentally snap it somehow, and then like it wouldn't work anymore. What would be crazy hyped is if they announced that Pokemon Legends ZA was like the flagship game for the Nintendo Switch 2. Because I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 is coming out this year, like it said in the trailer, 2025. And we should be getting Legends ZA this year. So like, how sick would it be if Pokemon Legends ZA was the flagship, like, first release Nintendo Switch 2 game? Now, it's kind of a shady, I wouldn't call it shady. It would be an unfortunate business tactic for people, because it's like, oh, you want to play Legends ZA? You got to get a new console. Switch 2 can play Switch games. Can't play Switch 2 games on the Switch though. So maybe they would do that where like, well, yeah. Yeah, maybe they wouldn't do that because it would be like kind of alienating people who can't afford to get a Switch 2 yet. It could be kind of like a Breath of the Wild situation. It's made for the original Switch, whereas, Breath of the Wild, it's always crazy to me to think about Breath of the Wild was made for the Wii U. It just happened to be really big on the Switch, one of the best games for the Switch, but like, it's just wild to me. The Breath of the Wild was made for the Wii U, but everyone thinks of it as a Switch game. So yeah, Legends ZA would probably be kind of a similar thing. Like, it's made for the Switch, but like, it's released around the same time as the Switch 2. So like, there's a big hype of, the two things aligning with each other. Fly, what up, what up? Welcome back. Welcome back. I have also returned. We've been missing, we've been a little bit AWOL the last few weeks, but we are back. We are back. It's been pretty good. Again, I haven't really streamed much the last 2 weeks. I've been sick, so we really haven't done all that much. There was the whole 12-hour Tepig live at the end of last year. Since then, I mean, all I've done is 2 of these hunts, so not too much going on. I'm still just not sure about what I want to do, because I want to get the dang Tepig already. I just want to get it over with. But I also kind of want to take a break and go for other stuff. So like, I just don't know what to do, because we have other hunts going on. But I almost want to put everything else on the side and just hard go at Tepig until we finally get it. Because I'm kind of tired of not having it. It has been too long. Yeah, I mean, I still think about streaming for Tepig all the time. I made a new thumbnail for like, if I do want to stream Tepigs again, it's not all that different from the thumbnails I've been using for the Tepig streams, but like, it's a little different. I flipped around the Tepig image. Instead of being on the side facing that direction, it's on this side facing this direction. New background, like it's a tiny bit different, but yeah, I don't know. I also have an artist from Blue Sky working on a thumbnail for me. So like, whenever I've gotten a shiny, I've just kind of made my own little thumbnail, kind of quick and easy. Just take the recolored shiny, put it on something with my little avatar, like looking at it like all shocked. But for Tepig, I wanted to do something a bit more grand for the video whenever we finally get the shiny Tepig. So I have a thumbnail artist working on something, and they actually sent me the first sketch for the thumbnail earlier. Was it? I think it was early today, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't remember. It's going to look great. So knowing that also is in the works makes me want to go at Tepig even harder, because being able to drop that video with the thumbnail is going to be very nice. Never done a Nuzlocke. I have done quite a few in my day. I haven't done one. I did one Nuzlocke like 2 years ago, like a hardcore Nuzlocke. Outside of that, I haven't really done a Nuzlocke since 2015. But back in like 2016, I should say. 2014, 2015, 2016. Oh, I did so many Nuzlocks. Oh my goodness. They were all for like YouTube. Way back a decade ago, the meta was posting 40-50 parts of a Let's Play, Nuzlocke playthrough. So I was on that whole train way back then. Did quite a few Nuzlocks in my day. ROM hacks, regular games, wedlocks, regular Nuzlocks. Did a tag lock one time with a bunch of other creators. Yeah, I did a number of Nuzlocks back in the day. Doing a shiny badge quest. Yeah, that would be fun. Doing a shiny only Nuzlocke would be tough. That would be very intense, but it would be very satisfying. I would like to do a shiny badge quest or like a shiny dream team quest for Black 2 White 2, but with how long Tepig's taking, I can't afford to do that. Like, I just can't afford to. I need to just streamline us to getting a Tepig and then beelining it toward the end of the game so we can get a shiny charm, we can start Masuda methoding. Like, I cannot afford to take the time to do a badge quest or anything like that, as much as I would love to do it. But with, well, I don't know. I was just about to say with the Switch 2 coming out, I might actually get Scarlet and Violet and try and play it, because I can only imagine the Switch 2 will be more powerful. It'll be able to run games better. And so in theory, Scarlet Violet should run better on the Switch 2, right? Like, it should be a little, now obviously the glitches and stuff, you know, it's not going to change on the Switch 2, but it should at least hold like 30 FPS instead of dropping frames. Then I just start thinking about, am I actually going to get a Switch 2? I don't know. Maybe. We just got a classic Switch last, I guess not Christmas, or I guess we got it for Hanukkah. Emily's stepdad's Jewish, their side of the family is Jewish, so we do Hanukkah with them. But we got a regular Switch for Hanukkah, not this past one, but the one before in 2023. We haven't really used it all that much this last year. We've played mainly, I played it a little bit last summer. Emily's little brother came and stayed with us while he was off of school, so played the Switch with him a little bit during that week he was here. And then Emily and I played a few Mario games, like here, there, Odyssey, the new Mario Wonder. Like, we played them a little bit, but not too much. So really, it's probably not worth my money to get a Switch 2, considering I already have two. Just jammed my desk right there. Already have two regular Switches. You know, I have my Switch Lite that I don't use. It just sits up here on my desk. Probably dead. Definitely dead. And then, yeah, our regular Switch that we have in the living room. But actually, that was probably, I completely forgot. I have I have a, I don't think it's Elgato. I forget what brand it is. Razer, maybe. I have a capture card for a Nintendo Switch that I can use to make content eventually if I ever want to get around to doing that. Maybe it would just be better to get a Switch 2, and if I ever want to make content with that, have the better console, the newer one. We shall see. We shall see. Hey, no time like the present. No time like the present. You gonna do like a, I don't know what you call it. Just a normal Nuzlocke, or are you gonna try and do a hardcore one? Although really at this point, I feel like hardcore Nuzlocks have kind of become the norm. I don't think I ever see anyone doing a normal Nuzlocke anymore. By normal, I mean like you can heal in battle, you're not playing on set mode, you have like shift mode. I haven't seen someone do a Nuzlocke like that in a hot minute. Kind of feel like hardcore has become just the new norm. Oh yeah, definitely don't want to get rid of that shiny charm. That is for sure. Yeah, probably a good idea. Those were really all the ones I did. I've only ever done one hardcore Nuzlocke. With, you know, set mode, no healing, all that. All the other Nuzlocks I've ever done were just straight up a normal Nuzlocke. But that's because I was doing all those before hardcore Nuzlocks were a thing. The hardcore Nuzlocke genre had not come out yet when I was doing all those. It's interesting how stuff like that changes over the years. Like content metas, I guess you could call it, content preferences. You know, way back then when I first got into all this, you like to see a whole Nuzlocke to its completion, you had to watch like 40 to 50 videos. Now It's like one just summary video that takes like 45 minutes. Normal Nuzlocke, the only rules are you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a new area. You have to nickname the Pokemon that you catch. And if it faints, it's considered dead. You either release it or box it and never use it again. And I guess the fourth rule is if you lose all the Pokemon in your party, you white out and game's over. Now, I think for a normal Nuzlocke, if hardcore Nuzlocks you lose, typically people start over and they try again. I feel like for most people, if you do a normal Nuzlocke and you lose, if you have Pokemon in your PC, I think it's kind of just customary that you just move on with a new team from the Pokemon that you have in the PC. If you want to move on, maybe you just want to say, well, I lost. I guess we're done with that. Nah, I think I'm good. Trying to decide if I wanted to turn up my light over here to my left. Look, I think I'm fine. I do think this little Dragonite plush, maybe not. I think because it's so bright, it makes me look a little darker by comparison in the background. But that's okay. Dragonite's cooler than me, so you can stay up front, buddy. You can control the show. I'm just here in the background, in the dark. I think Palkia's shiny definitely has me the most paranoid. Like, I could definitely get through the resets faster, but Palkia just worries me. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to tell if it's a shiny or not. Like, I'm constantly worried that I'm looking at a shiny and I don't realize it. Yeah. Rule number 1, you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a new area. And if you fail that Pokemon, you cannot catch anything else. You have to nickname the Pokemon, to increase your bond. And then if Pokemon faints, it's considered dead. You have to release it, box it. Basically, you cannot use it ever again. And then if you white out, lose a battle entirely. Technically, you lost the Nuzlocke, but I would say if you have Pokemon on the PC to make a new team, you can keep going with a new team. You'd rather just reset? No, those are regular none. Nope. Those are the regular rules. What makes something a hardcore Nuzlocke is no healing in battle. So, like, if you want to do a regular Nuzlocke, you can heal in battle. You can use items. You can use potions. You can use full restores, X items, all that, if you feel like it. And then hardcore is in set mode. So, like, when your opponent sends a new Pokemon, you cannot switch out. You just have to stay in and then pivot out after they send in their new Mon. In a regular Nuzlocke, you play in shift mode. It's all good. But also, Nuzlocke rules are kind of like the Pirates Code from Pirates of the Caribbean. They're more like guidelines than actual rules. You can play however you want. It really doesn't. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Like, it's all made up. Whatever rules you want to rock with, go with it. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's not too terrible. And I think with like, again, really you can play it however you want. Normal Nuzlocke rules, if you get a gift Pokemon, it doesn't really like count as your encounter in a way. Like you're just, at least that's how people used to do it. Again, you can do it however you want. Gift Pokemon were kind of just free Pokemon you were given. And let's say you were like in a city that you can catch Pokemon in, but you're also gifted a Pokemon, then like you can get the gift Pokemon and you can catch something in the city. But like other people would consider that to be, you know, the gift would either be the encounter for the city or catching the Pokemon. And it's more like hardcore rules-ish. Yeah, that's basically the rules. I guess a little caveat to the rules is if you lose before you get Pokeballs, then the run's not over. So if you somehow lose a battle before you get Pokeballs to catch new Pokemon, then you're good to keep going. And your starter's not dead. And then there's always Shiny Claws. I feel like I said that weird. I'm getting a little congested here. I was trying to say there's always Shiny Claws as well. If you get lucky enough to run into a Shiny, it's basically like a re-encounter for that area. So while you're randomly playing the game, you can get a Shiny. Come on, let's go. Then that is your new encounter if you've already gotten one. Hey, you never know. You never know. Shinies get you when you least expect them. Oh, and there's also duplicates claws. Dupes is easier to say. Duplicate claws. So like if your first encounter early in the game is a Rattata, and you catch a Rattata. Why did I say it different? Both Rattata, Rattata. Yeah, if you catch a Pokemon beforehand, like a Rattata, later in the game, if you encountered another Rattata or Eradicate as your first encounter, you can get a new encounter. So you don't have to get duplicate Pokemon. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I didn't think about it. I've never done a Nuzlocke in any of the newer games where you can actually see overworld Pokemon. Can you even Nuzlocke Scarlet and Violet? Like, how does that work? Like, I guess the bosses have a conventional order that you can follow, so like there's that. So you like know what order to go in, kind of. But like, how do you do encounters? You just walk into a new area and you just have to be like very vigilant and be like, okay, that was the first Pokemon I saw. Yeah, but then you run into a situation where like, what if two Pokemon kind of simultaneously appear on screen? So they're like the first two you see, and one is clearly better than the other. Like it's you get in little situations like that where it's like, okay, well I saw both of them at the same time, but that Pokemon's a lot better. So I'm gonna go with that one. Grogu here. I still don't know what's going on up there. I don't know why, but for a brief second, I thought Arceus was yellow. I think it was, I just saw the ring at first, but I thought it was shiny. My heart skipped a beat. I was like, holy shit, that's shiny Arceus. No, it was not. I got played by my own imagination. So what, that's 800 resets in, so a total of 3,200 Pokemon seen so far across all 4 legendaries, so we're creeping on up there to half odds. We're getting there, halfway to the 8,192 mark. We've already had Tepig go over the number. Will these be the same? Will this be our second over odds hunt? But I guess, oh God, that voice crack right there. I guess technically, we've only gotten 800 resets in so far. So like each of these Pokemon, we've only seen 800 times. So like individually, we're not even a tenth of the way there for odds for each of these Pokemon. Like, you know, technically. So I guess it really depends on what you consider like hitting odds. Like is it when I've gotten to 8,192 resets? Or is it when I've seen a total of that many Pokemon? Even though there's 4 different Pokemon going on. Yeah, I would lean towards that as well. Because like if you're doing wild encounter resets or wild encounter, not encounters, obviously, for a Pokemon, you know, in tall grass or whatever, you wouldn't individually keep track of each of that Pokemon you've seen. You know, you're going for like the Shroomish from earlier. You know, if you're going for Shroomish in Petalburg Woods, then you're not going to only count the wild encounters when you actually see a Shroomish to say if you've like hit odds or not. You count every single encounter, and then, you know, once you hit 8,192, it's like, okay, I've seen that many Pokemon, so now I'm over odds, even though, you know, you haven't seen 8,192 Shroomish yet. You score bunnies are in a... That is a good decision. I'm terrible at nicknames, so I honestly cannot help you there. Guess you try and come up with a theme, maybe a nicknaming theme. I am generally pretty bad when it comes to coming up with nicknames, though. It is one of my biggest downfalls when playing Pokemon. I just don't know what to nickname anything. Good ears, Ryan. Good ears. I'm not that good at picking out. There's like a few Pokemon themes that I can hear and without a doubt know what they are, but a lot of them, I have no idea. Like I would not be able to tell you that's Mount Coronet. Well, I guess there's certain portions of it that I probably could pick out, but like Now I think about it, I probably would be like, oh, I recognize that. What is it? But like, it probably wouldn't come to my head. That's what you want to go with. Yeah. We would all love to help you out with your Nuzlocke. We're all one big team here on the stream. So I will gladly help you. Oh, I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate it. Score Bunny is my preferred starter of choice from Sword and Shield, so I think it fits. It fits. Yeah, they definitely have different sounds across the generations. I feel like Gen 3 is the soundtrack I like recognize the most. Or at least I feel like Gen 3 is the most distinctive. And it's because of the trumpets. Like Gen 3's trumpets and their soundtrack are just really iconic. Just feel like Gen 3 as a whole is the one I recognize and like resonate with the most. But I do really like Gen 4 and Gen 5 soundtrack as well. Oh wow. I guess I generally play games kind of in silence, or like, I don't know, I almost tune the music out when I play them if I do have the volume on. Just like not paying attention to it. But that's kind of what I do with music in general. Like when we're on a car ride, if I'm driving and I have music going, like a certain song will come on and I won't be paying a lick of attention to what actually is like being said, what's going on. I'm just kind of like, it's just there in my space around me. And Emily will be like, you hear what they're saying in this song? And I kind of like tune in and listen. I'm like, oh shit. I never noticed. It's just kind of on in the background and I'm just like, okay. Kind of just vibe with it. Don't really pay attention to what's actually happening in the song itself. Oh, I think I'm about to be attacked by some baby puppies. Oh no, it's just... Oh, there's the baby. Hello. Are you being whiny in there? No. No, you're being good? Oh, yes, he is. I didn't say he wasn't being good. I said was he being whiny. Playing your wedding song. What is that? Which one is that? Just traditional like. Ooh. And what is that? You haven't told me yet. Ooh. Oh, I remember that how that one goes. Justin Bieber song. What Justin Bieber song? Oh. I didn't. I would have to listen to it. I definitely did not think of Bieber when it came to first dance song though. Honestly, I don't know. We were actually I was just in here talking about music. Like game music specifically, like Pokemon music, but we were talking about music in here. You don't want to walk down the aisle to Pokemon Cynthia 8-bit remix? You don't want to dance to that either? What, the Justin Bieber song? Yeah, no, don't play it. I'll get copyright struck for that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't play, definitely can't play music like that. And they still would probably get me. If you were to play it, I'd have to like mute stream or something. Sure, I would.
You probably would.
Where'd Leo run off to? Leo got a little bored, didn't actually want to say hi. He just kind of stared at me and was like, okay, I'm good here. And then no clue where Ryder is. Good idea, good idea. Always good to keep in mind what kind of Pokemon you throw in on your team for a Nuzlocke. I wouldn't call it like a phenomenon. It's just like when you're running around in Sword and Shield, there's like overworld Pokemon that pop up, but then also I guess it's kind of like encountering dust clouds and shaking grass in the Black and White games. Kind of similar. It's like you got to run around and wait for, you know, something to pop up essentially. But for Sword and Shield, it's kind of like the only random encounters you can get. You know, you have the overworld Pokemon, then you have the like random grass encounters with the exclamation point. Oh, this is fitting. This is a Dialga and Palkia battle theme. Quite fitting indeed. So we can grab us a shiny here. Said I think it's going to be Dialga shines first for us, so we can grab one while we got the theme going. Oh yeah, I forgot you run into them early in the game. Yeah, that was a thing. They've been doing that a lot the last few generations. Gen 7, you encounter Tapu Koko pretty early in the game. Kind of get like chosen by the Island Guardian in a way. And then you encounter, you know, Zamazenta, Zacian early in Sword and Shield, and then you freaking have yeah, Miraidon and Koraidon the entire from the beginning of Scarlet and Violet. Kind of been their little thing the last few generations. Having the player character like acknowledged by or like encounter a legendary really early on. I thought it was like, I haven't played Legends Arceus. I thought Arceus like pulled you through time basically. Like are the characters of Legends Arceus not just Dawn and Lucas pulled back in time and forced to go through the events of Legends Arceus? I could be completely wrong though. Like I haven't played the game. I just thought I'd heard that's what, like, you know, how it was. Also, I thought don't they have different names in Legends Arceus though? They're not Dawn and Lucas. Like, isn't the female character's name like Akari or something? I don't know. Ray or Rai? Is it Ray or Rai? It's like I thought they have different names, but then they also were like pulled through time, so I don't know. I do not know who they're supposed to be because they look a lot. They look basically the same as Dawn and Lucas. Wonder. I really want to. I want to know more about Legends ZA. It is kind of crazy we've gone so long without hearing anything else about the game. I feel like it has to be set in the, well, no, maybe not. No, definitely not in the future. Because it's like well, no, it's a redevelopment plan. It's not a urban development plan for Lumio City. It's like a redevelopment plan, right? So that would insinuate that Lumio City exists already and they're redeveloping it. But I guess, you know, they could have redeveloped the city in the past. But certainly when they started up the Legends ZA trailer for the first time, it looked very futuristic. So like, I feel like it would be a game in the future. And it would make sense. The last one they did in the past, last Legends game, like the next one they do would be in the future. I feel like they have to. I feel like in that direct, they just have to overload it with Switch 2 and Pokemon Legends ZA. It'd be crazy if we got no more information about ZA by April or in February, whenever they're doing it. Splatoon, they made a Splatoon 3. I'd heard of Splatoon 2. I didn't know they made a third one. Did not know that. I knew they made a second one. Not know they made a third. Hi, little Leo. Do you want to come say hello? You want to come here? Baby boy, come here. Why are you keeping your distance, huh? What you doing? What's up, baby? Hey, little boy. Come here, you crazy boy. Want to say hello? Well, you're kind of covered up by Dragonite. Let's put you over this way. Hey, you are a little squirmy boy, aren't you? Want to say hello? You want to speak to the people? Oh, thank you so much. Hello. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Are you being... I've heard you being good boy. Yeah, you being real good. Listen to music with mom. You want to sit in my lap for a second? Here, let's see if we can make this work. Probably gonna start climbing all over my desk. Lady Drop Bear, what up, what up? How's it going? Yeah, Platinum, these games, A1. Lovely games. Oh, you see the little Dragonite up there, buddy? Yeah, that's my DS. That's my controller. Okay, you getting up on the desk now? Ooh. Okay. You being a little crazy. We're not gonna do all that, okay? You sit in my lap, you're not gonna get on the desk. Yes. Okay. I didn't want to put you down. Oh, thank you. Yeah, having played through Platinum twice and Diamond and Pearl recently, yeah, Diamond and Pearl are rough. They're not the world's best Pokemon games. Platinum really saved Generation 4. But, I mean, Squovit, why would I call it Squovit? Greedent, not the worst thing in the world. You know, Greedent's kind of thick. Take some hits. The legendary is way too... Talking about Giratina? Legendary is way too intimidating. Ryan the Squovet. I'm sure Ryan is honored. That is very true. That is very true. Giratina is definitely my favorite design of the three. Even the other form of Giratina. I think Giratina just all around is a very cool looking Pokemon. But I'd say probably Palkia is my lowest tiered look of the four. Sometimes its head is a little like the head and neck's a little too awkward looking, kind of weird sometimes, not gonna lie. And oh goodness me. I think for me Dialga would be second and then Arceus would be third. Yes. They're more like Giratina and Dialga, they're more like rugged looking or like sharp. I don't know how you say it. Probably also biased towards Dialga since Diamond was my first game from Generation 4 way back when. Make sure we're looking all good around here. I think so. Good. Oh man. Oh, didn't move Giratina forward enough. Like, what's going on up there? I did not walk forward far enough. Lotad. Interesting. I don't know. I did not realize you could get Lotad early in Sword and Shield. I've only played through Sword and Shield once, a long time ago. Interesting. Didn't know Lotad was available in that game. At least at that point. Also, the one time I did play Sword and Shield, I definitely did not go encounter that many, like, exclamation point spots. I probably mainly encountered overworld Pokemon, so if there was anything kind of hidden in the exclamation point grass, I didn't really see it ever. Unless I was specifically looking for a Pokemon that I looked up to find out that was only in, like, exclamation point grass. Bruce the Lotad. That's a Ludicolo always strikes me as like a Ludicolo strikes me as a Larry kind of guy. Like those, I don't know, I get like Larry vibes. I guess not the actual Larry guy from Scarlet Violet, just like the name Larry just feels like really works with Ludicolo specifically. I'm really basic though. Like if I caught a Lotad or any of that line for a Nuzlocke, I'd probably just name it Mirror B. No matter which gender it was, like male, female, like I just Mirror B. I'll forever associate Lotad, you know, Ludicolo line with Mirror B from Colosseum. That is true. That is true. Grass water is very nice going into water and fire type gyms. And come to think of it, are Sword and Shield the only games that do grass, fire, water, you know, the core starter types as the first 3 gyms? I know technically in Black and White, like the first gym is all 3 of them. You face whatever type is strong against your starter, but I don't think any other games start off with grass, fire, water in any, you know, variation of that list. Obviously, Gen 1 is rock, water, electric. Gen 2, flying, bug, normal. 3 is rock, fighting, electric. And then Gen 4, what? Rock, grass, I guess ghost and platinum, and then fighting, Diamond and Pearl. Black and White. Again, Black and White doesn't really have a type theme for the first gym. It's just kind of whatever you're weak to. And then normal and bug. Black 2, White 2, normal, poison, bug. What is X and Y again? First gym leader is what? Bug and X and Y? Second gym leader is rock. Who's the third gym leader of X and Y? Is it Karina? Karina's the... That feels like so late in the game. Is Karina the third gym leader? I don't remember. It's the Water Stone. Leaf Stone is for Nuzleaf into Shiftry. But yeah, you do need a Water Stone to go from Lombre to Ludicolo. I feel like Karina's the fourth gym leader. No. Where are the gym leaders of X and Y? God, it's been a long time since I played that game. It's Viola, Grant. Is Karina the third? I feel like Karina's the fourth one. Who's the third gym leader of X and Y? No, she is. Yeah, she is the third. She's the third, and then Ramos is the fourth. Clement is the fifth. Valerie is the sixth. Olympia is the seventh, and then Wolfrick's the eighth. Pretty sure that's okay. It just because like I guess the early game of X and Y is kind of long. I was like, man, Karina feels like so late into the game. Actually, only the third gym leader. And then obviously no gyms in Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. So, but I guess the trials. Well, no, yeah, no. I was gonna say the trials are Fire, Water, Grass, but that's the second island. The first trial is what? Normal, either Gumshoes or Alolan Raticate. And then that's the only trial on the first island, right? The next island has Fire, Water, Grass. And then what trials are on the third island? What trials do you do on Island 3? The Ghost one with Mimikyu. I feel like there's one more. Where are all the trials? And then you got what? Komodo, like Dragon on the final island. I feel like there's one more. Yeah, there's Nanu, the dark type Kahuna. I'm trying to think of like the trials with like the trial captains and stuff. There's Elima, there's God, I haven't played Sun and Moon in so long. Elima's the normal type trial captain. Mallow's the grass, Lana's the water. Kiawe's the fire. And what, you move on to the next island. Acerolla's the ghost. Is there another trial on the third island? Is that the only one? Why am I blanking? And then there's no trial captain for the one on the final island with Komodo. Mina's the trial captain for the fairy one. Why do I feel like... Is there a fairy trial in both games, or was there only a fairy trial in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Why do I... Or maybe you only battle Mina in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I feel like there's just something weird. It has been a long time. Like, is there a fairy trial in Sun and Moon? I feel like you fight Rabombi in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as a trial with Mina. Why do I feel like there wasn't one of those in Sun and Moon? I'm blanking hard. It's been way too long since I put any thought into those games. Definitely everything after Generation 5 is when my knowledge starts to dip. Oh, that's right, Sophocles. Yeah, I forgot about Sophocles in the electric trial. Did forget about that. I knew I was forgetting one. I was like, that's definitely not all of them. Yeah, I forgot about the Vikavolt and Togedemaru totems. Oh, my back just popped big time. Man. That was quite an intense one right there. Goodness. Good old Sophocles. And what? This is Verdant Turf. Good old Verdant Turf town. Let's see, can I name all the Sword and Shield gym leaders? Played that game more recently than Sun and Moon, but put probably less effort or attention into that game than I did Sun and Moon. We've kind of been talking about it. So Milo's the first one, then Nessa, then Kabu, then number 4. It's number 4B. Number 5 is, I guess what, B and Alistair are like, it depends on the game which one you get. Are they 3 or are they 4? No, that's 4. I've already listed all 3. They'd be 4. 5 is, oh wow, I don't remember Sword and Shield at all. Is 5 Opal? 6 is either Melanie or Gordy. 7 is Piers. 8 is Raihan. Is that it? Something like that. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's grass or water. If you're on that route encountering a Pokemon, it's only the first one you run into. So you don't run into any grass, wild encounter grass, and you go fish instead, then you can get a fishing encounter. But as long as you're on Route 2, the first Pokemon you encounter, that is it, no matter where it is. And I certainly could not tell you all the gym leaders of Scarlet and Violet. No clue who they all are, since I have not played that game. I can name like a few of them, I think. Yeah, but I mean, you can fish for a Magikarp in so many different spots. Like, you can definitely get another one next time you can fish. Magikarps are a dime a dozen. And honestly, Gyarados is such a good Pokemon. I've been seeing more recently. People like intentionally skip getting Gyarados encounters in certain games. Because like Magikarps are so free, but then Gyarados is so good. I've seen a couple of Nuzlockers doing, it's more like when you're playing a vanilla game. I've seen them do it. Obviously when you're playing a ROM hack, like a difficulty hack, you want all the good Pokemon you can get. So you'll take a Gyarados, but I think it was Flygon HG recently. I was watching a video and he got like a Magikarp or a Gyarados and was like, nope, not using it. I think it would just like Fire Red, Leaf Green, something he was playing. He just makes the game a little too easy. Oh, yeah. I might switch over to standing real quick. Send this desk up into the air. Stand up and be a little healthier. Oh, man. It's so slow. It takes so long. I just like to sit down here and make sure everything's good. Nothing's about to unplug or tip over or anything. All right, up we go. Get on my feet. Actually, I should probably go use the restroom. I kind of got to go. Bring you up a tiny bit. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get some more water and I'm gonna use the restroom. So I'll be right back. All right. Back to it, back at it. Let's get going. I'm kind of a little ahead of myself there. I like to try and coordinate them, get them all a little bit synced up. Arceus likes to lag behind if I'm not careful. Keyboard a little closer so I can hit the space bar when I need to increase my counter. Oh dear, Arceus. I would enjoy if one of you and your disciples could shine for us here. That'd be real nice. That'd be real cool. You doing me a real solid. Be a nice little return to streaming. Mm-hmm. Battle Kanto champion. It's a little risky. I don't know. Ever since like early on when I started streaming on YouTube, some of the early stream VODs got a little copyright claim against them. I've been wary about Generation 1 specific themes for a minute. I didn't think I had any more in the stream playlist, but I guess the Kanto champion theme in there right now. Yeah, haven't had any issues recently. Probably want to knock on wood real quick. I've been a little wary about. I don't know. I almost went directly into that battle. I started pressing A like I was going to fight all of them. I was like, all right, time's up. We're going to slay some gods. I don't know what I was doing. It's like I was playing the game. Just completely forgot that I was shiny hunting. Jeez. Yeah, definitely think those antibiotics have my stomach a little weird sometimes. Oh, I feel like I'm really dark. I'm gonna turn out my light over here. One little. See if that helps. I feel like I'm just a tiny bit darker than I want to be. Yeah, that should be good. Not a massive difference, but man, yeah, I think that works. I don't know if that accidentally got turned down somehow, or I don't know. I get weird about the lighting. Like, I'm not very good at lighting. It's like decent enough, but I'm still weird about it. I just realized standing up, you can actually see our little Tepig, plushie been banished to the top shelf. Sit there and watch as we shiny hunt. Since neither the Tepig plushie nor the Embor card were any help to us getting a shiny Tepig so far. Little tokens of luck have not actually worked out. It's Bianca's theme. I don't think I've ever paid attention to this before. Does this only play when you talk to her? Like, because it says it's Black 2, White 2, Bianca's theme. Does this like only play when you talk to her at the beginning of the game? I can't speak. I don't recognize this theme at all. Gets this. I personally think one Getsus is the best villain we've had in Pokemon. I also think he has the best theme. Big Getsus fan over here. Just don't understand Twitch. Like, how low of a bitrate are you supposed to have? It says average stream bitrate too high. Like, how high is it supposed to be? Keep lowering it down and it still says it's too high. But then YouTube's like, oh no, we're good. I don't know. Probably fine. I don't know what's up with it. Come on. Yeah, that's a-okay. We gotta get back in the swing of things. I have not been live very much recently, so gotta get people back into the stream. Take some time, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Grabbing a shiny would certainly do wonders for us. You had to chase off what now? Like the band or the dance group, whatever they are. And they're a dance group, right? Not a band. Jabberwockies or whatever. Lewis Carroll. That name sounds familiar, but I'm not placing the name with a... Who's Lewis Carroll? The musician? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, now that does ring a bell. But no, am I misremembering? Wasn't there that like group of people? Sorry about that burp, by the way. Wasn't that group of people? They went on like what, America's Got Talent or something, and they danced with the masks on. Aren't they called the Jabberwockies? Or am I like completely misremembering for something else? Like I don't know. I'm gonna Google this. I got the internet right in front of me. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, and that's what I am what I think about. or I guess it's not Jabber. They say it's Jabba. Jabberwockies with an EEZ at the end. But yeah, they're like a dance group and they wear masks. It's like, I swear I thought I remembered something like that existing. Ball toy. Okay, that's a different one. That's a different one. I remember using Clay Doll way back in the day. Playing through Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. It's decent. It's decent. Is it still to this day the only ground psychic type Pokemon? Are there any other ground psychics out there? I can't think of another ground psychic type off the top of my head. What is going on? I just looked up and Arceus is not even on my screen. What is happening? That's close enough. Flygon, Baltoy, they're both ground types. It can work, it can apply. I don't remember ever reading Jabberwock. That one does not ring a bell. Oh, I could. Dynamax raids for Nuzlocke. I can only imagine they're like off limits. I don't really know how the wild area works for Nuzlocke. I guess there's like different sections of the wild area. I feel like people normally wouldn't do the Dynamax dens or raids or whatever for their encounters, but again, Nuzlocke really work however you want them to. So like if you want to do a Dynamax raid for your encounter, by all means, go for it. It is really up to your interpretation of what you would like to do. Yeah, Gens 6 and 7, I feel like I'm fairly good at. 8 and 9, certainly not. But my knowledge of Gen 6 and 7 is probably really waning at this point, since I have not played those games in a hot minute. I still feel like I can name every Pokemon at least if I like, not off the top of my head, but like, you show me a picture of a Pokemon, I still feel like I would know its name, even if it's like a Gen 9 Pokemon that, you know, I have no experience actually using in a game. But when it comes to like remembering certain stuff like Pokemon of certain types and, you know, pulling that off the top of my head, it actually reminds me, I was playing the Pokemon Sudoku game, Pokidoku, is that what it's called? Pokidoku, something like that. And one day, like, one of the categories was like cross section of rock type and psychic. I was sitting there for like 30 minutes racking my brain, like, I cannot think of a rock psychic type to save my life. I eventually gave up because I was like, I do not know what it is. Can't think of it. It's freaking Lunatone and Solrock. Only two. After that, I was like, how in the hell did I forget Lunatone and Solrock exist? Got a Mudbray, okay. And another ground type. Another ground type, but Mudsdale's a really cool Pokemon. I like Mudsdale. I think it's kind of underrated. You almost let the mud braid take down your score bunny. Those are the worst kind of Nuzlocke deaths. Just completely random. You're not really thinking about it being a threat. You're just kind of like going through the motions, and then bam, something happens, and you're like, well, shoot. Just freaking lost a Pokemon for no reason. Oh, come on. I'd like a shiny, please, and thank you. Shiny, please. I feel like it's been long enough, you know. We're over 3,000 encounters, total encounters in. I think this would be a perfectly fine time to find a shiny right here. A little under odds, but, you know, not too bad, not too bad. No, we're good. I did that reset a little quickly, and then I got paranoid. I was like, was that a shiny Palkia? And I wasn't paying attention. But no, I looked at the playback, and we're all good. That is my biggest fear. I do not want to reset over. Oh, didn't go far enough for Giratina. I do not want to reset over a shiny. Do not want to do it. What? No. Perfect. Going to run out of chatters here in a second. I don't have anyone else to name a Pokemon after. You got to get some more people chatting. Throwing out their 2 cents about whatever we got going on. Whatever randomness we're going on about. Ponyta the Mudbray. Oh boy, we're just getting nowhere with these, well, I mean, I guess there's only one place to go when shiny hunting, one place to get, and that's the shiny, so obviously, we're not getting a shiny, we're not going anywhere. I don't know why, but I feel like my resets are being slower. I feel like normally I would be, I feel like I'm at a, maybe I'm just going slow. My pace is normally better for these. A little stretch real quick. Lower back worked out. Crabby. Now that's a. I don't think I've ever used well, maybe if I have, it's been so long I don't remember. I don't think I've ever used Krabby or Kingler in like any Pokemon game ever. Not that I can recall. Which is kind of a shame because really thinking about it, Kingler is a cool Pokemon. Yeah, it's just a crab, but like it's a cool looking crab. Kingler does suffer from being a physical water type in Generation 1, though. And, you know, Fire Red Leaf Green doesn't do it any better since physical special split doesn't exist until Gen 4. So being a physical water type is not the best thing in the world early on. Oof. That minus the tag nature. What is Kingler's hidden ability? Is it just shell armor? Or is it something else? Or does it ever have shell armor? It looks like it would. I'm trying to think. What abilities does Kingler have? That is an indication of how little I've ever used Kingler. I cannot think of a. What has Sheer Force? Okay, yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, never used Kingler, so it's not something in my memory bank. Sheer Force. Oh, Sheer Force is the hidden ability. What is Kingler's regular ability? I'm gonna look this up. Kingler, what do you got? Okay. Yeah, shell armor. I was thinking hypercutter in my head, but I wasn't sure. And yeah, sheer force hidden ability. Got it. Caught the quab. Actually reminds me, I filmed a little bit of something for a video I'm going to be working on. I got to record a little bit of an intro for it and then do some editing of some battles, but I was using a Politoed in this video and I named it Fwog. Yeah. A little bit of the unfortunate part about doing that. Guess what? There's like, you know, old viewers that we haven't seen around and here today, but still come around pretty often. There's what we got. DK. Who else do we got pretty regularly? Roos comes around pretty often. Clara's an OG. She hasn't been here too frequently recently, but she drops in from time to time. That is true. Yeah, you can name it. Shiny Celebi was in here earlier, but you could always name it. You can name the Krabby Celebi since Shiny Celebi was in here earlier for a second. All right, we're about to hit 2.5 hours. You know, we're gonna hit 300 or not 300, 900 resets right here. Do a good 200 on the day. I think we might call it here. I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. We're gonna do one more set of encounters. We're gonna go with 4 more. And we're gonna end off at a clean 900. Like, cause if I don't end here, I'll go to 1,000. That's a little bit. Do another 100 encounter, another 100 resets, I should say. Take a little bit of time. We're kind of at the good sweet spot. Like 2.5 hours is kind of around what I like to run with. So let's see. Can we do anything with these final 4 encounters of the night? Can we grab a random legendary here at the very end? That would be a no. And kind of popped up the ending on y'all a little quickly. My bad. I just kind of realized where we were. So we're at 900 resets. We're right around 2.5 hours. So I think that's a solid place to end off because, yeah, my need for order. If I go any farther beyond this, it's like if I go to 950, what's the point of stopping at 950? Just go to 1,000, 100 more resets. That's a little bit of time. So I think I'm gonna call it here for the night, and then I will be back next. We'll be back next Monday. And I think what am I gonna do on Monday is a great question. I kind of want to pick Tepig back up. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to pick Tepig back up and just really go full force and try and get that freaking shiny Tepig. Kind of thinking I might do that. So we'll see. If not, if I don't do Tepig, I guess I'll just do Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan again. But as always, appreciated everyone who comes on out to these streams. It makes it more tolerable for me to sit here and do these shiny hunts with y'all here chatting with me. So always appreciative of everyone that can stop on by. And I will see y'all on Monday.